All right, welcome back inside our proactive newsroom. And joining me now is Wayne Hiley. He is the CEO of Peninsula Energy. And Wayne, it's good to see you again. How are you?
Great, Steve. Good to see you as well.
Yeah, so last time you and I talked, you talked about preparing to begin construction on your facility and all that was going into it. And you had mentioned that it is going to be moving quite rapidly. And sure enough, you have an release out again, sort of updating everyone on where you're at. And it sounds like, Wayne, through what you're saying in the news release, that things have gone quite smoothly and are right on time.
Well, it's been a really nice spring into summer in Wyoming, where we're preparing our last projects for the resumption of production. Our objective is to start late this year. We have a detailed schedule. We have a detailed budget. We're putting plant facilities together. We're adding new well field facilities so that we can ramp up the project over time to produce up to 2 million pounds per year of uranium. At this time, we're sharing with the markets that everything is moving smoothly. We have costs tracking projections, we have delivery schedules that are matching our time requirements, and we have construction tracking the schedule. So it's a really positive update for the markets to see, and we're really happy to share that everything's going very well at the Lance projects right now.
One of the things that you always worry about these type of projects is getting things to the site because we've seen a lot of delays in supply chain and all that as well. In the news release, you note that 74% of the equipment is ready to go, and that's a real positive to have that on the site and being prepared to be implemented.
You bet. It's not enough to just say that costs are tracking. You want to know how much, of the equipment we've ordered. We've ordered, about 75% of all the equipment that we're going to need. And like I said, the deliveries projected and expected for that equipment is going to be on time for our construction schedule. So the equipment will be on site as needed, and the schedule is going to move very, quickly in the next 6 months as we get ready for production. But right now, the site is very active. There's all kinds of people doing all kinds of things, getting ready for production, and it's all going very well.
You talk obviously about that's going on and the restarting of Lance that as you mentioned earlier, will start, later on this year. But there's also a lot of work going on around that as well, because you're looking at new areas also. Can you sort of talk about that part of it, specifically this mine unit 3 that I was reading about in the news release? So it sounds like there's a lot of activity, not only where you're operating now, but also elsewhere.
Right. Well, Lance is a brownfields project in that it was previously operated between 2016 and 2019. Of course, we're upgrading our plant facilities, but as you led to, we're adding new well field areas. We're putting fresh ore under patterns so that when we start the mining operation, we're going to have a pretty robust performance from new well field areas, and we'll supplement that with our mine units 1 and 2, which previously were mined but have not been mined to depletion. So we can get production from fresh ore, which is going to give us really, should give us really good solution grades at the outset and higher production rates. But we'll supplement our production with older wellfield areas, mine units 1 and 2, to ensure that we can ramp up at a pretty aggressive pace when we get going late this year and into 2025.
Yeah, I know this has been a long process, but it sounds like you want to say the end is near and you're getting close to that production goal that you have. I would imagine it's getting pretty exciting for people on site and also for yourself.
Absolutely. We have had a long process. We've had some ups and downs, and people have had us, they're watching us and hoping, that we can get this going without any hiccups. Now's the time to really take a second look at Peninsula Energy. We have a very capable team on the ground. We have a very capable construction contractor that's really showing their merits in the construction. We feel good about our schedule. We feel good that the new well field will be ready for preconditioning in the third quarter, which means that we can get solutions ready for running them through the plant before the plant is ready. And when the plant is ready, we'll turn it online and start capturing and producing uranium.
Exciting times for sure. Wayne, thank you so much. Good update and good to talk to you as well.
Thanks, Steve. Good. Take care.
All right, Wayne Hiley, the CEO of Peninsula Energy.